General Secretary of Goa Forward Party. Mr. Kamath, what is your first reaction coming in? How do you respond to the tragedy that happened in Goa, that happened in one of the nightclubs, and multiple people have been injured and 25 have been killed?
See, this is a complete gross negligence by the government of Goa. The Arpora Panchayat had issued a demolition order to the Birch Club run at the Romeo lane for violating all the permissions. The Sarpanch was on record last night also saying that, the order was issued for demolition, but the club owners went higher ups to the government and got a stay towards it because they were operating without valid licenses. So the first question comes here, who was protecting this illegal structure? Who was allowing this club to run illegally? Was it some bureaucratic circles or whether it was the political patronage? This is complete, gross negligence at the hands of the government, and this is a complete circus of incompetence. You cannot allow, when the local body has issued a demolition order, they move to higher ups in the government and get a stay on this. So, where the club was thriving because of Haftaraj? This is a serious charge what we want to make. Was this club surviving because of the Haftaraj in the government? This government has lost the moral mandate to continue with these things happening. And this is just an eye-opener in the coastal belt. There are several other clubs operating like illegal in the entire coastal belt of the North Goa.
That's right. As you also are talking about the illegal clubs, illegal nightclubs in Goa, many of them under scrutiny now. But it should have been done earlier. Now that a tragedy has struck in, now they are going ahead and most probably the scrutiny will be done. But this should have been done earlier. That is the main question. And also, who is going to be taking accountability of this?
Completely illegal. Who is going to take a responsibility for this? Government has to own up. You cannot just say that you want to order an inquiry now. Heads need to roll now, immediately on this issue. And we are on record saying that there are many clubs in the entire North Goa which are running illegally due to the political patronage and patronage of the bureaucratic circles and due to the Haftaraj.
That's right. Mr. Kamath, also, what we are seeing is that in the aftermath, the nightclub has been sealed for now and the questioning of the owners and the management is currently underway. As per the initial information, we also understood that how there was, the club did not abide by fire safety norms, but there was no checks also done, given it is a time when there are a lot of tourist inflow in Goa. Several clubs, several restaurants are hugely crowded at this point in time, but fire safety norms is something that is imperative.
See, fire safety norms is the one thing, but there are clubs operating completely illegally. Structures are illegal. Then comes the fire safety norm. When the structure itself is illegal, when the structures are illegal, how do you run the businesses there, putting the lives of the tourists in risk? Because this government is completely surviving on the Haftaraj and heads need to roll. Chief Minister has to take the accountability for this. Government has to take the accountability for this and should act immediately on this thing. Who gave stay to this order of the Panchayat? Panchayat issued the demolition order. Who gave the stay to this order? That needs to be checked in the government.
You mentioned about the demolition order that came out, but it was not done because apparently the management reached out to higher authorities and they went out to put a stay on that particular order, demolition order. At this point in time, as you rightly mentioned, it is the failure of the administration. It is, as per you, the failure of the state government. What is next that needs to be done? What do you demand as as representing the opposition, the Goa Forward Party? What do you respond at this point in time?
Immediately, start the audit of the structures in the entire coastal belt. You cannot survive, with the Haftaraj. This is all happening because of the Haftaraj in the state and the coastal belt, especially in the coastal belt. You go and meet the locals there or the public there, they all will tell you in private that things are running on the Haftaraj in the entire coastal belt of the state. And this has to stop. Because of the Haftaraj, people have lost their lives here. You cannot allow illegal things, structures or illegal businesses thrive only because you get haftas in the government. This has to stop. And Chief Minister has to pull the, right strings to put this in place.
That's right. We are also continuing to seek answers and responsibility. Who will take responsibility? And we're also asking you about the same. But in terms of the compensation that the government is given, do you think that is enough?
Aware of the compensation what is declared. It's easy to declare the compensation when people have lost their lives. But who is going to take the accountability? When are the heads going to roll in this issue? Heads need to start rolling immediately on this issue within in next 2-3 hours. You cannot just start declaring compensation. Compensation has to be given. That's one part of it. But what is the action? Who is going to take the accountability? That is the biggest question mark here.
That's right.